Hello everybody, welcome to the video review of the character that only got 5 seconds of screen time, Sideways!
Sideways!
Oh, hold on.
Not to be confused with Sideswipe. This is Revenge of the Fallen Sideways. I think we actually did this in the regular movie line as well.
We did.
Yeah. So I vaguely remember him having Audi badging on him in that figure, but did he or did he not?
I don't think he did.
I thought he did, but you can see it very clearly. It's an Audi. I believe it is the R8. Big screen inspired.
For his entire 5 seconds of screen time before he gets chopped in half.
Yeah. Is it Sideswipe that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sideswipe takes out Sideways. I can't remember. I'd have to look at that. Oh, what is this? What is this?
Let me see.
Hold on. So we have air conditioner, outside air conditioner things, it looks like. And we have 2 bay doors, and I don't know what is this? I don't know what that whole bank of red lights is supposed to be.
Oh, so you know when he was driving through a bunch of buildings?
Really?
He was in vehicle mode driving through a bunch of buildings.
Okay.
In the first part of the movie, and there's a giant hole right here.
Okay, so what are those red light things?
Red light things? What are those?
I don't understand.
They look like light shingles.
Yeah, let's I mean, so what is this? Like why what I don't know what that is. I can't identify this. It just looks like a bunch of random stuff kind of photoshopped together here. Like I don't understand what this is. This is so odd. Yeah, definitely not one of the better backgrounds. Alright, so here's his weapon. So some sort of cannon, it looks like.
There's his weapon he never used in the movie.
Did he never use his cannon in the movie?
He didn't use weapons.
Wait a minute. Does this move?
No.
Why is there a pin there?
Is there a pin there?
That is odd. Let me see it. Why is there a pin there? I wonder if this is reused for something else. Huh.
And there's our Mr. Small
There he
Boy.
is. Mr. Ugly. They work so hard to make the Decepticons look so uniformly weird. Oh, his feet are still awful. Remember how weird and gangly his legs were though in the
Movie line?
Yeah.
Not really. It's been
look at this. Here's his legs. His arms are hanging down to almost his ankles. Look at this. This is if he was look, if he's standing like this, actually here. He's almost a knuckle dragger. Why is this? Look at this. This is so weird. Okay, here. Okay, settle down. Oh man, this is the worst. Why would you do this? Why, Hasbro? Look at this. Look at this. Crazy. I do like the silver on him though. Silver looks super, super good. Nice sort of, not quite a chrome, but almost like a nice satin finish almost. Beautiful. We have taillight paint. That's good. I like it. Detailing on this, I think, is overall pretty solid. We have the 2 tones there. For the side air scoops, you can see the kind of the front of the car there. Robot mode isn't great. It wasn't great in the movie line either.
Oh, hey, you already started the transformation off.
Oh, did I?
Fixing his grill.
Yes, I wanted his grill fixed. I'm like, you need to fix your grill, sir. And there's no dentist for Transformers.
Too bad.
I don't think they have teeth. Probably.
Probably not, but you never know.
Or anything resembling teeth, really.
Right, so right now I'm just straightening the arms out. Alright, so bend down, and then up like so, and then just fix that and straighten this out. Alright, so we move that into here. We move. Can you collapse the arms in, please? I'm going to collapse the arms in first. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to. It's been a little bit before It's been a little bit since I transformed this. He's getting stuck on his waist. Alright, yeah, essentially you want it like this. It's probably easier if I do it like this, right? So you want it so that a little part of the leg will tab in. You want the legs to be like that, right? So you want to fold it up past this. You see that little hole right there? You see that little tab right there? Well, you just plug the hole into the tab and then do that. Hold on. Yeah, you do that. Then you have the feet straight, they tab in together. Right, and then you just tab that into the car. And then you collapse the arms in. And also take this window piece off.
Yeah, that is one thing about.
I actually lost a part doing that.
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, they're trying to get it so you don't break the toy if you do something, but I think sometimes they come off a little too easily.
Yeah, alright, so have that lifted up, right? So, and then also remember to have the hands open, right? This way, you fold in your thing here. The fingers can just go back here, and then the back can just tab into here. The front tabs in. The headlights tab into these little things. These close up.
He seems just a tad shell former-ish, but not too bad.
It's not the most shell former thing I've seen.
No, it does take everything really, really nicely. It looks like in vehicle mood.
And then just finish everything up. And Bob is not your uncle.
And here he is. I don't like this black. Like this black right here, I think is kind of jarring. But you can see the side air scoops and stuff. This looks good.
It's a very sleek car design.
I hate this. I actually hate this. Look at this. There's single black stripe coming up to the middle of the doors. Like, why is that there?
So a nitpick I have is the rims aren't painted.
A nitpick I have with the rims is that these are clearly clipped on and these are pinned on. Look.
Yeah.
Why? Why would you have two different colored hub centers? I don't, you know, I think the Studio Series, I think, frustrates me as much as I like it, because it is often faithful to the cars, but then we have stupid stuff like this. Like, why do that? Apparently they didn't have the Audi license. when they did this. It's just, and I thought that was the whole point actually of the Studio Series, was to be able to have all those licenses. They got Ferraris, or did they get Ferraris for Dino?
I think they did.
They got the Porsche for what's his name, Mirage. They actually mirror. It looks like they actually mirrored the mirrors, even with this sort of satin finish. That's an interesting touch as well. This hood is, I hate this. This chunk of what even is this? We have these beautiful black lines, and then we have this thud right in the middle. Thud.
Also,
Can this open?
the hood scoop.
It's not a scoop. I mean, it's probably supposed to be a scoop, but it very clearly doesn't look like one.
That opens in robot mode.
Oh, okay.
Also, if we take a look on the underside of the car, that's a very clean finish, although he is a road looker.
Yeah, I think this is good. I think this is nice, actually. I do like what they did here.
Everything tucks.
That's what I mean. This is just
I believe this figure has some positives and some negatives.
yeah, it's cross.
It's an overall decent figure.
It's very cross purposes. Yeah, overall it's really. I mean, okay, so robot mode is trash, but vehicle mode, I'd say it's
Good in some respects.
Yeah, it's like half and half. Like I hate this on the door. That really irritates me. I also don't like this because it's mismatched. It's a different color plastic, and it's like, why do that? Like, you seriously couldn't just use the same color plastic here and then add the stripes to it? Like, you couldn't do that? Or you couldn't at least use the same color plastic here in this hood? Like, you really couldn't do that? You really couldn't? Oh, and you really couldn't also make the tires match? Like, why aren't the wheels matching? I also don't like that you can see the pin through the headlights, but I'm probably just being fussy there.
Alright, well, time to transform him back into the worst mode.
They also did the same thing here. Like, why would you have a brake right there? Like, you could say there's a sunroof there, but very clearly it's not a sunroof. It's just a brake in the stripes on the roof. Like, why?
That's the folding point, I think.
I understand that, but still, you can throw stripes on it. Like, stuff like that, just like, it's all it's like the devil's in the details, you know. It's all like fairly little stuff, but like it all kind of adds up too. I do like this sort of smoked acrylic windows though. Although actually, I guess it works against it here, because when you see in, I don't know if can you guys actually see that? You can see the parts of the transformer inside there.
That's my one problem with translucent windows, right? Unless it's an alternator, but if it's not an alternator, you can see transformer parts inside.
Well, yeah, I mean, the transparency, that's just, it's a blessing and a curse.
Alright, so begin by lifting up this, and then folding down the arms, like so. Actually, I have a better idea.
Okay.
So, begin by just, getting all this done. Which, to be honest, the legs are pretty easy, so just do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then just retransform this a little. So we can get it into the mode that I was doing when I first transformed this. Because I didn't know what to do with the legs yet, because I was not looking at the instruction manual.
Yes, it's a walking car at this point. That might actually be the way I would display them, like if I had this.
Because half and half.
No, because I just think it's silly, and
We like silly stuff.
I have a pretty strong taste for the dumb things.
Alright, so to actually transform them, begin by opening that back up and then just unpeg the doors from these window things. And then just uncollapse the arms. Right, so down, pull out, up, and then just do that. Fold the hands down, and then down again. to get them into their normal positions. Or alternatively, I guess you could leave one of them like that with a collapsed fist to create a buzzsaw.
Mm-hmm.
Which is, hey, that's a cool mode, but we do things properly here.
Wait, where's the buzzsaw?
You could use the tires to buzzsaw.
I see.
Well, kind of, if you use your imagination.
Right.
Or you could 3D print the cover for that, I guess. Anyway, you frill these out, and you lift the hood scoop up. You fold these here, and then you and then you just lift this up and start collapsing the front part of the car, so to about here. And then you just put on his shirt for the day. Collapse down these, right? Oh yeah, and make sure these look like that. And you're done, son.
There he is, back in his robot mood.
Ugly robot mode.
Yeah, it's not great. It is not great. But it is there. It's his proportions just look so weird. And I think they were trying to keep it in line with the movie line toy, actually, maybe even more than the movie.
Anyway. Also,
I do like the color scheme though. I just wish they would have not ruined the color
this
scheme.
is the buzzsaw mode.
Ah.
Doesn't really look like a buzzsaw.
It looks like I'm going to pummel you with my tire.
I'm gonna pummel you with my tire mode.
I mean, that wouldn't feel good. You know, if you had a spinning tire and then you... Well, I guess it wouldn't matter for Transformers, but if you put it on, like, soft, fleshy things like humans, for instance, it would not feel good at all.
He also has these really sharp claws.
I don't think it would matter so much for...
Also, why do I feel like he's better if I just...
Transformers. Yeah, maybe he's, like, getting ready to sprint. Like, he's taking a sprinter stance.
No.
He's getting ready to run the 100-meter dash.
He's returning to monkey. That's the vibe I get from him.
To monkey mode.
It looks like his arms would be better suited than his legs.
Perhaps. Yeah, I mean, I think he's...
Can I actually balance it like this?
Probably. I think for me, he's one of the more... He could... What frustrates me is that he had a lot of potential. He could have been one of the better figures, and instead, he's just kind of one of the mid-range figures, where he's okay. Not great, not bad, just kind of okay. And had they actually taken it all the way and fixed all the detailing for his vehicle mood, like, he could have been a really good fit. Like, he would have had at least one mode that was just really good. As it is, they're both... Well, actually, vehicle mode, or robot mode is... This is maybe the best pose I've ever seen him in.
Breakdancing.
Breakdancing, yeah. So robot mode is no good. It's not ever going to be good. It looks just silly. But the vehicle mood... Just the lines are broken up, I think, kind of foolishly. And, I don't know. To me, it just kind of... It takes what could have been really good and just makes it just kind of okay.
Oh my gosh, lockdown.
What are your impressions on him as far as the grand scheme of studio series?
Well, he's a decent figure. Like, there's some good things about him, there are some bad things about him. For some reason, the unpainted rims really irk me.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, it really... That's one of the things that really kind of annihilates vehicle mood. And
also, gun face. You can make gun face.
You would never have blackouts in the front and then a steel center in the rears only. Like, that just wouldn't be something anyone would ever want. And you wouldn't have, like, the roof lines broken up like that.
Oh my gosh, guys, look, it's locked down.
Yeah, his face gun. And especially, like, the doors. Like, if you have it right at the front of the door, that's okay. You can just say, well, that's just somebody just put a black thing there to have it there. But this is like a middle of the door, and it just goes halfway up the door. So it's just like, This looks like you got a used door somewhere. Just like threw it on.
Actually, it looks like so where the black line is, it looks like the door was split in half there and someone tried to use duct tape to put it back together.
Or welded it together and then just like, yeah.
Which is actually kind of a funny in-lore reason to me.
Yeah, it is. It's such a pretty silver. That's what frustrates me, is that it's such a pretty silver, and they could have really
played off of that.
They could have had a really good-looking vehicle mood, and instead they just have a really okay-ish vehicle mood. It's too bad. It's too bad they made that choice.
Gun face.
Gun face.
It's the new anime gun face.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, for a character that wasn't, I mean, I guess how dedicated are they going to be for a guy that probably doesn't really have any fans. It was only in the movie, like Leo said, for a handful of minutes.
And also to get killed off by Sideswipe to make him look cool. I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong because
I mean, it was pretty cool. Although watching Sideswipe roller skate after him was kind of odd. That was a little strange.
Sideswipe likes roller skates.
It was kind of a neat idea though. But anyway, so yeah, that was.
Also, so I tried figuring out how his weapon goes in. There's like a tab in the hand, and then there's a tab here. Right side. I just place it in like that. It's supposed to go in like this. It's just. I don't know.
Yeah, it's silly. Yeah, his gun isn't great.
It actually looks like a cannon that would shoot out like sealant or something to me. I don't know why.
Yes, his foam insulation cannon.
He doesn't actually kill the Autobots. He just like seals random parts of their body.
He just makes sure they don't leak on the seams. Yeah, very thoughtful of him.
What a good Decepticon.
Yeah, that's nice of him. But guys, that was Studio Series 88, Revenge of the Fallen, Sideways Deluxe Class. Doing the splits. If you did enjoy our look at this, please give us the old thumbs up. Hit the red. Nah, it's not red. Why? I'm back to that again. I'm back to that.
You're used to it.
I was saying it. Well, anyway, guys. It used to be red. The formerly red. Haha! The formerly red subscribe button. If you haven't done so already.
This is the true test.
If there is a blue notification bell and comments available, and you care to use either or both, please feel free to do that. And you can also check out the community tab,
where Sideways will be Transformer Dance,
for lots more content from us, if that is of interest to you. All right, guys. Well, here he is, the art class modeling Studio Series 88 Sideways from Transformers Revenge of the Fallen Deluxe Class, and we will see you all next time. Bye-bye.